short demonstration will show you your way around the SmartDots age reading module. This is the login screen, which shows the web API address. You choose to log in with the security token, and in here you paste your token that you get from the IC SmartDots web page. You click Connect. This will bring you to the event overview page, which lists all of your events. All of the headers are searchable and filterable. If you want to find an event for a specific species, you can choose that in here. You can choose to sort by ID number, and if you know the ID number of the event that you wish to work in, you simply type it in here and press enter. To open the event, you can click on the title and click Analyze, or you can double click on the title and it will bring you to the annotations panel window. So the user interface is built up of a series of panels. You've got your files panel here, which gives you the list of all of the samples in your event. You've got your annotations panel, which shows your annotations plus all the other reader annotations once the event is closed and they're ready for comparison. You've got your sample panel listing all of the information or the data relevant to the sample that is highlighted above, and you've got your brightness, redness and growth panel at the bottom. Along the top you have a series of annotation tools which we will go through. You have got the header, which says, in this case, age reading, login as Davies J, which is your login name, and it gives you the name and the ID number for the specific event you are working on. All of the panels are movable. You click on the blue and you can drag, so you can set up your screen as you wish. If you wish to restore to the original layout, you do so by clicking Restore Layout. Under the Help menu, there's a link to the GitHub page, which gives you a lot of information about SmartDots and how to download the software. There's a link to the user handbooks, which are within the IC's library, and some training videos on YouTube, and some information about SmartDots, the version that you are working on and who has created the platform. There's a minimize, a maximize and a close button. So when you wish to make an annotation on an image, you will see that the image you are working on is highlighted, and you can choose to create a new annotation by clicking on this button once it is orange. A reading line appears and you place your dots along the reading line. So up in the top panel there is a dot settings button. You click to expand. You can choose the color of the dots that you wish to make. You can choose the width. You can choose whether it's a dot or a cross, and you can choose the type of mark. We're going to choose a seawater mark, and you place a dot at the end of each winter ring that you annotate when counting the age of the fish. To show you another feature, we will select a non-counting mark and we will place that in here. This non-counting mark is not included in the count of age and is used more for discussion purposes. If you wish to undo your annotation, you can do so, and you can also choose to redo your annotation. The annotation that you are working on has a tick in the box here. Next you choose to edit annotation. You click on the pencil tool. You can give an AQ score for your age reading. You can write a comment. Non-counting mark is a false ring. Here you are also given the option to approve your annotation if this is your final annotation which you wish to have included in the analysis for the age reading exchange. You click Save, and here you can see the information that you have given with this annotation. Some other tools, some other annotation tools from the panel above. You have a scale measure tool, and underneath you have the option to automatically measure the scale or manually detect the scale. If you choose to manually select the scale, you need to draw a line, manual. So what you need to do is you need to draw a line along the length of the scale bar which is present on the image. Here it gives you a distance, and here you enter that it is 1 millimeter in length, 1 millimeter, and you click Save. You click Save. Here you see that the scale for this sample has been updated to 282 pixels per millimeter. In some cases you can automatically detect or measure the scale, and this is only possible if the scale bar and the text is clearly visible against the background of the image. You click Automatic, and you can see here that the scale has automatically been detected as 280 pixels per millimeter. We have a measure tool. Again, you can click to expand, and you can choose the color of your line and your text. You can choose the width of the line. You can choose the font size, like so. Once the button is orange, you can measure whichever features you wish to on the otolith. Here we will measure the width. This information is not saved in the database, so you need to record it manually yourself. Again, you can undo and you can redo. In terms of improving the quality of the image, if it is very dark or very bright, or you want to improve the contrast or zoom in on different features, these options are here. We've got a brightness tool. To reset, you simply click on the arrow. It's the same with contrast. You can decrease the contrast. Again, the arrow will reset. You have the possibility to zoom in on specific features of the otolith, or you can choose to have a zoom of 25%, 50%, 100%, 150%, 200%, or the best fit for your computer screen. Here you have the dimensions of your image. So, back up to the Files panel, you've also got some traffic light colors here to the left hand side, and this indicates your progress with the sample that you are working on. So you can see that this is now orange, and it is because an annotation has been made. Once you approve this annotation, it turns from orange to red. If there's a green box, you have not made any annotations. The Files panel is also searchable and filterable. So if you right click in the header, you can choose to show the search panel. And in here you can type a series of characters. If you want to look for all samples, say from area 3A, you type 3A, and here you get the two samples which have been caught in area 3A. You click on the X and all samples reappear. It is possible to arrange this information in whichever way you wish. It is also possible to hide some information which you think is not so important. If you don't want to see the sex of the fish, you simply click on the header and drag it up to the top of the Files panel and it disappears. You can do the same for Area and it disappears. If you would like to see this information again, you right click in the header, choose Show Column Chooser. Here you have a list of the information that was taken away. You simply click and drag back into the headers. Again, searchable and filterable headers which can be resized. When you have completed an event and the analysis has been done by the event coordinator, it will be possible to view the annotations of the other readers in your age reading event. I can show you this now. We would like to work on this one that I have just annotated. To view your own annotation, you click on the box here, and then to choose annotations of other readers, you can do so by highlighting them or by clicking on them. The color in the box indicates the color of the annotations of that reader, and you can choose to see multiple annotations on top of each other. If you would rather look at the dots without the lines, you can choose this button. It says Hide Lines. You click there, the annotation lines disappear and you can only see the dots of the readers. In the brightness panel below, you can see the gray values. Again, these profiles also show you the dots of each of the readers, and these can be compared by viewing them on top of each other. You can do the same with the growth graph, where the green dots here reflect the green dots for this age reader, yellow for this age reader, and the blue for this age reader. You can choose to show the lines again. This button, Show Hide Graphs, gives you the option to show and hide the brightness, redness and growth graphs. And again, the panels can be resized.